Good afternoon to everyone. Okay, to give an update on the case involving the road rage incident wherein victim Mark Vincent Haralde was shot to death by was shot to wala, was shot to death by who was shot to death by suspect Vhon Martin Tanto. Okay, I'm sure most of you are aware that at around 11:40 a.m. today, the suspect, Vhon Martin Tanto, was arrested at Barangay Bangad, Milagros, Masbate. The arrest was effected principally with the assistance of elements of the 9th Infantry Division based in Masbate, together with the PRO 5, Masbate Police Provincial Office, in coordination with the NCRPO. So the suspect is presently being brought to Region 5 headquarters in Legazpi, Albay, and from there he will be transported here directly to the Manila Police Headquarters. So we're waiting for the details regarding the transport. We're hoping that there will be available flights that will be coming out of Legazpi, and he can be brought here the soonest possible time. Also, today we will be finalizing the statements and the complaint affidavit of the relatives of the late Mark Vincent Haralde. So we are in contact with the Public Attorney's Office by Chief Attorney Persida Acosta, who is assisting the relatives of the late Mark Vincent Haralde. So we will finalize his statements, and with that, after the forensic examination of the recovered vehicle, the statements of the eyewitnesses during the incident, we will be submitting a case for inquest as soon as the suspect arrives. So he'll be subjected to inquest proceedings before the Manila City Prosecutor's Office for violation of the revised penal code, murder, and frustrated murder. So yun po ang latest po natin as of now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's a good question. In fact, since his travel from the time of the incident in Quiapo, we monitored his movement going north. He brought his vehicle to Nueva Vizcaya, wherein he left the vehicle and then boarded back Florida bus going to Manila. And from there, there were sightings and information that he was seen yesterday afternoon in Cavite and Batangas. Apparently, he is traveling by means of public transportation, and it appears that he is heading towards southern part of the Philippines by land. So, as the information given by informants on the ground showed that he was sighted in Masbate province, and based also on the media accounts, and the informant was able to recognize the suspect as the one involved in the shooting incident, and he immediately notified law enforcement authorities, the army, and the police elements in Masbate. Apparently, I have not spoken to the suspect himself, but there was, I think, an indication that he intends to go to the southern part of the Philippines by land. So, avoiding the major terminals, seaports, and other means of transportation. Actually, since early this morning, meron na kaming team na nagpa-pursue sa kanya in Batangas and Cavite. In fact, they were on their way to Masbate when the call came in that he was already cited and placed under arrest. But we will also escort him. Part of the team that will escort the suspect will be from the MPD. Well, if we can find a available flight, he can be brought in early tonight. Or if not, we have to travel him by land, so expect him to be arriving here at the MPD headquarters by around 9 or 10 in the morning tomorrow.
Sir,
yes, sir.
I know it's not a joking matter, pero the journalist ko sa baka maalam mo ba rin?
No.
This is to the best interest that we bring him here alive.
Yes, sir, that's very true. Well, in the interest of justice, both to the victims and to the suspect himself, who is of course presumed innocent until proven guilty, we assure you that no harm will come to him. Do you have my personal guarantee on that?
Sir, yung informant will be the one receiving yung...
Yes, in fact, we're hoping that he will also be able to transport or to ride with the convoy escorting the suspect here also. And that we can process him and get his sworn statement, and from there we'll know the true story of the arrest on the information leading to the arrest of the suspect.
So yung mga relatives ko na kay may possibility ba natin kasama?
That's also presently being investigated now. So far, all indications show that they are very cooperative. In fact, they surrendered the vehicle which was used in the shooting incident as shown on the video. So they are under investigation. We'll see and determine if they will be held liable for any violation of the existing laws regarding that matter. Sa reports namin, wala. He was traveling at that time by himself. So we still have to verify if meron po. Yung misis niya, yung nandito sa Quiapo po, nakausap po namin, and according to her, she has not spoken with her husband since after the shooting. They tried calling his cell phone number, it's already off, and we'll try to determine if there are other ways of communication between the suspect and his wife, and if it appears that the wife is not revealing or not cooperating with the authorities, then we'll be able to file charges against her for obstruction of justice also. Saan? Saan? No, wala naman pong report na ganun po. He was himself apprehended. So, yung Mrs. Yung sinasabi mo si Mrs. Merly, wala naman. Ano po, Allen? For harboring and concealing a fugitive, and also providing assistance to a known criminal felon who is on the run. So that's a possible case that may be filed against any person who would have assisted in the escape and to evade the justice for the suspect.
Sir, curious lang, sakaling ito may kaso na tayo, iba rin ang background ng pamilya, paano yung sakaling nangyari, kasi siyempre ang natin yung maaari po dito, itong okasyon, paano yung natin ito, magkaaring
Well, anyway, the case against him, murderer with frustrated murder, is a non-bailable offense. Of course, we will let the prosecution do their part to present evidence that will convict him. It will be entirely dependent on the family of the victims if they are going to settle amicably with this suspect. But for the part of the law enforcement agencies, we will want to see him behind bars and then convicted and serve the penalty for the crime he has committed. Allen? Of course, the families as personal complainants, the family, the relatives of the late Mark Vincent Haralde, and also the victim who survived the shooting, Rosel Bondok, who is now recuperating, thankfully, at Mary Child's Hospital.
But you can be, sir.
Yes, we are the ones who will be, as the investigation officers, will stand also as nominal complainant in the case.
But never, sir, may possibility of amicable settlement with the family.
Yes.
There's still a possibility that the case will be pursued again.
Yes, even
MPD will also.
yes, ma'am. Even if they settle with the family, the MPD representing the people of the Philippines will pursue the case. Yes, ma'am. Hindi po sa Philippine Army. The reward will be given to the civilian informant that gave material information leading to the arrest. Hindi po. Yes, sir. So we'll expect to see the suspect by tomorrow, or if there's a flight available tonight, sana tonight. But I understand based on the information provided by our contacts in the airport, by tomorrow he will be brought in here by land kung walang flight. The Army provided us with personnel who showed us the way to the area where he was arrested, and in fact they were able to secure the area, considering that it's in Milagros, Masbate, of course an insurgency area, assisted by the Masbate PNP. They were able to effect the arrest of the suspect. Sa Army, una nag-report yung informant. Kasi sila ang present on the ground because, of course, the area is, again, insurgency affected. So they're the first law enforcement authorities on the ground at the time. No firearm was recovered in the person of the suspect. Based on the information I gathered kanina, there was one informant who positively identified the subject as the shooter, Vhon Martin Tanto. Yes, ma'am. Alin po, ma'am? The arrest, initially, the arrest was made by Army elements under the 9th Infantry Division, Colonel Ferdinand Trinidad, the brigade commander. With him are elements of the Masbate PNP, which is under the Police Regional Office 5. Based, of course, on the information provided by the Manila Police District, because we have forwarded details regarding the suspect to all police regional offices, and of course through the information given by media, particularly the broadcast networks, wherein the photographs of the suspect were shown to the public. So because of that, I think that was very helpful to the informant, to the law enforcement cause. Mahina. He gave up peacefully after sensing that there were already government agents apprehending him. So no resistance on the part of the suspect. Along the vicinity, I understand he was outdoors at Barangay Bangad, Milagros, Masbate at the time. Barangay Bangad, B-A-N, Milagros, Masbate. Bangad, B-A-N-G-A-D, Bangad. Apparently, the area is parang open area when he was arrested. Either he was seeking to travel again to another destination. Yung alin? Wala pa as of now. I'm still waiting for the information and report of the Masbate PNP and the conduct of the tactical investigation report on that part. We're still waiting for the results of the ballistics examination from firearms. If the empty shells recovered from the crime scene will match those in specimen to his licensed firearms in crime lab. So we'll just wait for any development by tomorrow. Hopefully for tonight, pero I don't think available yung flight because there are no flights available na. Masbate yata, one flight a day lang in and out. So he will be brought in, I think, overland by motor vehicle. So ang sabi, it's around 16 to 18 hours travel time from Masbate. Magpe-ferry pa eh. Masbate, ferry to Sursogon, then Sursogon, direct to Legazpi. Nighttime eh. Kung daytime, pwede daw. Pero nighttime, of course, we want the suspect to be also secured and safe from harm. So he'll be brought in by convoy. By, I think, most likely, pag hindi nakalipad ng before sunset, he will be brought in by land. Most likely. Yes. I understand that the Firearms and Explosives Office have already instituted confiscation and confiscation proceedings, and they will be revoking his license. I think they will revoke the firearms license granted to the suspect. Alin? Dito pa rin, sa Quiapo, Arlegui, Quiapo. Yeah, Arlegui Street, Quiapo. Yes. Yes. No, he will be brought for inquest proceedings. So he will be brought in person and then presented before the city prosecutor's office. So thank you very much. So we'll just wait for his arrival. Maraming salamat po. Papa. Ay, folder ko. Init ng ano. Alin?
Pinapagod yun ako ito si